Welcome to the American Contract Bridge League's Beginner Bridge Series. Linda Green will be instructing on hands from the community games hosted on the BridgeBase Online platform for 0 to 20 Masterpoint players. Let's dive right in with a hand from the August 8th, 2023 game.
Number 2. East is the dealer and opens one no trump. This is a no trump shape, a 4-4-3-2 with 15 to 17 points, and it goes past by south. And now we have an invitational hand. We have 8 high card points, 2 4-card majors. If we fit in one of those majors, our hand improves with this doubleton diamond to 9 points. Now, we're not sure whether partner has 17 or 15. If partner's got 15 and we've got 9, that's not enough for game. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play a bit Stayman. So it's going to go 1 no trump by east, pass by south, 2 clubs, Stayman, pass by north, 2 hearts by east. I have a 4-card heart suit, pass by south. And now you have to make a decision. You do not have enough for a game. You've got exactly 8 high card points, and 1 for the doubleton is 9. And 9 and 15 does not make a game. So we put 3 hearts. That has become invitational. Partner, I don't know if you have 15 points or 17 points. Looking at the hand, 8 into a 10, 11, and 6, 17. You've got enough for game. Now, let me tell you what happens if you don't have 17. You've got 17 and a doubleton. That doubleton is worth an extra point. But what happens when you've got 16? Flat 16, 4, 3, 3, 3. Do you accept an invitation? I'm going to tell you about that. I always tell everybody, think about it. And what do we think about it? We look at the quality of the suits. And what is quality? 10s and 9s. Depending on how many 10s you have attached to an honor. If you have a 10 attached to a king, it's a half a point. If you have a 10 attached to an ace, it's a half a point. So when you have 16 balanced and you're not sure whether to accept your partner's invitation, I want you to look at that stuffing. I call it stuffing. And then you can make a decision. So 17, there's no discussion. You accept the invitation. But if you're 16 flat, look at the cards that fill up the hand, 10s and 9s.
You also like that your honors are very prime, and you like that you have a doubleton spade so that you may be able to, it becomes an asset to your hand now that you are playing in hearts. So because you found the heart fit, the doubleton spade is now an asset.
Okay, so we leave the queen of diamonds top of a sequence. So now before you play out a hand, you need to look at your losers. And then you go on after that. Now, looking at the heart suit, we have no losers. Looking at the spade suit, you're looking at 3 spades losers in the dummy. 1 in your hand. Now, it's very hard when you play out a no trump, a suit contract with an 8-card major suit fit when they're the same equal length. So we need to look at roughing losers. So if we have to rough any spades, we would like to rough 2 spades with our hearts. Look at the diamond suit. That queen has given us a wonderful idea where the ace is. They don't lead away from an ace in a suit contract. So we know the king is working. So once the king is working, we now have 1 diamond loser, 1 spade loser. That's 2. And now we've got to look at the roughing. We need to rough 2 diamond tricks. We need to rough 2 spade tricks. So we can't always draw the children off the streets. All of you were taught, yes, we've got to draw the children off the streets. That is not always true. When you've got roughing to do, we have to take out insurance. So let's play this hand together. Queen of diamonds, 2 of diamonds, 3rd hand high. They come back a diamond, or they come back a spade. They know their partner hasn't got the king of diamonds. So why would they come back a diamond? You would want to come back the weak suit in the dummy, which is the spade suit. I would play back the top of an interior sequence, the jack of spade. And now you're always going to lose a spade trick, so you might as well give it up now. Give it up now, doesn't matter. And they'll play another spade and you'll win it. That's fun. Now we've got our cross ruff ready. But look at the side suit, the club suit. We're missing the king of clubs. So we've the queen of clubs. And we don't know which way to take her finesse. This is purely a guess, whether you're going to lose a club trick as well. At the moment, we've lost two tricks, the spade and the diamond. Now we need to trump at least one diamond. So let's go together. King of diamonds, little diamond, little diamond, little diamond. And now we're going to ruff a diamond. And what are we going to play here? The 10 of diamonds. And you're going to ruff it with the 10 of hearts? I'm scared. I've got the ace, the queen, the jack, and the 9. They're all the same value. I don't want them to ruff it. There you go. Now you can, if you want to, trump another diamond, but we have to get back to our hand. And looking at the club suit, before they get discards, we've got to make a decision. Let's play our club first, because we're in control, to the king. Now, before they get their discards and before they play back a trump, we are in total control of the whole hand. Let's look for the queen of clubs. We're looking for it. We don't mind who gets in. It works. So now when you start to cross-ruff a hand, before you start cross-ruffing, someone may get a discard. Cash your winner now, right now, before anyone gets a discard. Now you can cross-ruff the rest of the hand. You play the 5 of spades, 10 of spades. They can't over-ruff you because you've got all the top hearts. You play the 8 of diamonds, and they can't over-ruff the king of hearts because you've got all the top hearts. It doesn't matter what they do. Even if they're under-ruff, will throw the king of spades away. Now all you've got left in your hand are hearts. So you can just draw trumps and the rest are yours, and you're going to make 11 tricks. We took care of those losers in both hands. But remember, always cash your side winners first. Otherwise, they'll throw away their clubs and you may never see them again. And now you make 11 tricks. If we don't find the club right, you're only going to make 10. But we have to decide, where is the queen of clubs? Brian, have you got any suggestions?
I thought that was a beautiful hand. I really love the way that you didn't take the second spade trick to make sure that you still had control of the hand. So you let them.
Very important to give up a trick. I've always said in the money world, we spend money to make money. And in the bridge world, I tell everyone you've got to give up tricks to make tricks.
So Chris has a question that was put in chat, and it says, if you draw trump, you make 4, but not 5.
If you draw trump, what are you going to do with the rest of those losers? If you go, you might go down. If you draw all the trumps, you've got to draw 3 rounds. You can't ruff 2 diamonds if you draw 3 rounds. So you may go down, because if you find the club right, if you don't find the club right, you could go down. It all depends if you find the club right. It's very dangerous. You need to take care of the losers in both hands. If you draw 3 rounds of trumps, what are we going to do with the extra diamond loser? You've got 2. You have to ruff 2 diamonds. And if you draw 3 rounds of trumps, you're going to have a diamond to lose. Only if you find the club right. If you don't find the club right, you're going to go down. So it's much safer when you've got all the top trumps to rather ruff your losers from one of the hands and keep the one that's got all the good trumps. The ace, queen, jack, 9 are better than the king, 10, 6, 4. And that's why it's very hard when you play a 4-4 fit as to which is the master hand. We can never, ever decide. It's very hard. Usually the one with the best trumps is the one you make the good hand. This is hand number 9. Now, you see, one thing about this game, when you find a fit, you always re-evaluate. It grows like a flower. So let's look at the north hand. North's going to open 1 no trump. You do not need a stopper in all the suits. You always describe the shape of your hand. If it's 4-4-3-2, you don't have to have a heart picture at all. As long as you tell partner, you have 15 to 17. Now, I don't know if anybody would come in this position vulnerable. I can't imagine someone coming in with a bid, but let's say they pass, okay? They're not going to come in with just 7 points vulnerable. Now you have an 8 high card points and a singleton. If your partner's got hearts, it's not going to enrich your hand at all. We have to Stayman. We have at least one 4-card major. So we bid 2 clubs, pass, and when partner bids 2 spades, the most important thing about this game is to re-evaluate your hand and see if it grows. Now, if your partner bid hearts, your hand does not grow at all because that's where your singleton is. But when your partner bids spades, we add 3 for dummy points. When you have a singleton, that hand grows like a flower. That singleton becomes 3 extra points, and now you have 11 points. You have 8 high card and 3 for that singleton heart. There is no invitation. You go straight to game because 11 and 15 is 26, and you bid 4 spades. No invitation. If the bidding had gone 2 hearts, you would now bid 2 no trump. Partner, I've got an invitational hand and I have to have 4 spades. Now, if North had 4 hearts and 4 spades, we always bid the 4-card heart suit first. But partner had just spades and we play in 4 spades. Now we have to look at the losers. Before we get the lead, of course, we're always going to lead the ace of hearts from ace king. I always tell partner that even if your partner bids a suit and you have an outside ace and king, always leave the ace from ace king to tell partner where you live. She's got to know what you have in your hand. Don't just blindly lead her suit. So it's always customary to lead an ace from ace king to tell partner where you live. That's very important. Whenever partner bids a suit and you have an outside ace and king, always leave the ace to tell partner where you live, so she knows that you have the king. Now, when you look at dummy, there's no point in playing hearts. It's obvious you're going to play a singleton and partner's going to play 3rd hand high, which is standard. You can false card, you can do what you like. But looking at this dummy, there is nothing else to play back. You can't come back a club. You're not coming back a spade. You're going to come back, obviously, the diamond. And partner's going to trump it. Now, partner can't continue hearts because dummy's got a singleton. So the only thing partner can switch to now is the club. Don't lead the 4. When you lead the 4, you're telling partner you have an honor. Low likes, high hates. LL, low likes, high hates. Come back, your highest club. But this hand doesn't matter. They're going to play the queen. You're going to play the 8, and you're going to be in the dummy. That's where you want to be. And now you've got to take a finesse. You've got 8 between you. Play the jack of spade. And we don't cover the first time when we see the 10 behind it. If we didn't see the 10, we would play the queen. And he's got to hold his breath and pray. And sometimes it works. And now you draw the trumps and you can ruffle heart and the rest is yours. It doesn't matter what happens. You know that the queen is going to work. Now, if the queen didn't work and there were 4 in one hand, you would take this little heart and you would make sure you'd want to trump it. And then you can draw all the children off the streets. Now you can draw the trumps and you don't have a problem. Of course, you've also got the 4th club. But I'm just showing you how to handle the trump suit and the rest are yours. I think you only made
Linda,
4.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, my question is actually going back to the bidding, actually.
Okay.
We bid exactly like that, exactly as you recommended on that. So that's great. I actually debated on doing that 1 heart because I had 5 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Is it, if I'm in the second seat,
Mm-hmm.
and so somebody's bid, so the opening
2
bid,
hearts, 1 no
Yeah.
trump, 2 hearts.
if I had come in with 2 hearts, would that have been wrong?
No, because some people play conventions over 1 no trump, and a lot of people should be coming in with 2 suits. I like to come in the bidding. I love to disturb the opponents because this is a bidder's game. But one thing I'm going to teach you, which a lot of teachers do not teach, I do find that when people come in the bidding, and when I teach Stayman, I teach this to all my students, how to show Stayman when the opponents come into the bidding. And
Okay,
this is how you do it. If partner opens one no trump and they come in with 2 hearts, 3 hearts, the cubit of the overcalled suit is Stayman. Partner, I have 4 spades. If they come in with 2 spades, 3 spades says, I have 4 hearts. And a lot of teachers do not teach this. It's very important that we learn it. So I'm happy all of you are here to hear you ask that question. Now that you asked, I'm teaching it to you.
that's, I
If they
appreciate
come in
that.
with diamonds, 3 diamonds says, give me your best major. So it's the cubit of the overcalled suit is Stayman. If they bid hearts, 3 hearts shows 4 spades. If they bid spades, 3 spades shows 4 hearts. And if they bid diamonds, 3 diamonds says choose a major. And what happens if they bid clubs? Double. They stole my bid. That is Stayman. 1 no trump, 2 clubs, double is Stayman. They stole my bid away. That's what I wanted to bid. So I hope that interests all of you a lot today, because that's very important. The cubit of the overcalled suit is Stayman. It shows 4 of the other major, and over diamonds, it just shows the majors. Opening leads. High cards, not interested. You don't want the suit back. You know, there's that saying, Boston, bottom of something, top of nothing. I don't know if any of you have heard of it. If you lead a low card in the middle of the play, it's the bottom of something. B-O, bottom of O-F, something. T means top, O of N, nothing. So when you come back in the defense and you come back a low card, you want the suit back. If you come back a high card, you don't want the suit back. It's called
Linda?
Boston.
Linda,
Yes.
what's a high card?
What is a high card?
Yes.
A 9, an 8, a 7, but not a 2, a 3, or a 4. But a high card is important that you promise no honor. That's how we defend. It makes it so easy in the middle of the play and on an opening lead. So I know you all learned in no trumps to lead your 4th from your longer suit, but Christmas will come if you have to lead a card that's got 5 to the 10. You're never going to see that suit again. So you've got to think of other things. So opening leads are very important in no trumps. And sometimes when I have no points in the suit, I lead my shortest major because I'm never getting in. If I've got 5 hearts to the 10 or 5 spades to the 10, I lead my short suit. Why? Because I expect my partner to be long in that suit and she has all the points. And then they say to me, where did you find that? Lead from. Because it's logical. You need to think of logic. And that's the most important part of the game. Don't do things because I said it. You do things for the reason why. I think I noticed that hand 12 was very interesting. And it is an interesting hand. How to bid this hand. Very difficult hand. This has got a singleton and a very good hand.
Wait.
You're very strong. You've got 18 high card. I do not count for shortages until I find a fit. That's an absolute fallacy. Too many people start counting for shortages. Too many people count for length. I need you just to look at your high card points. And on this particular hand, I would open 1 club because I have 5 clubs. Looking at the north hand, I'm not really keen to overcall a spade when I've got 4 hearts to the king. My overcalls are suit quality. And I really might want a heart lead. I'm not sure I want a spade lead with only 1 honor. And having 2 of them, usually if you bid 1 of them, you don't have the other one. So I'm not so sure I want to bid a spade on this hand. So let's look at it for the outer spade bid. It goes past. And now you've got this massive club fit. So all you do is you bid 1 diamond. Remember, a new suit by responder is 100% force. You cannot pass a new suit. Now this hand looks really strong. You've got these 18 points. You've now got a diamond fit. And I really don't want to bid 1 heart because one heart can be passed. I love my diamond fit and this 18 count. Now let's go back to stuffing. Look at the quality of the heart suit. Ace, queen, jack, 10. That's a very good suit because it's got so much stuffing in it. Now, if you look at the club suit, you've got the jack, the 10, and the 9. That's also stuffing. It wasn't just jack, 6, 5, 4, 3. So on this hand, I would jump shift to 2 hearts. A jump shift in a new suit guarantees more high card points. It is forcing to gain. And it says, partner, I guarantee you that my first suit is longer than my second suit. Guaranteed. 5 clubs and 4 hearts. Now this hand is really interested. Got the king, jack of spades. We're a bit worried about that. At this stage, I think it's very important that once we're going to game, I think we need to tell partner that we have a spade stopper. And I would bid 2 no trump, just to tell partner, don't worry about my spades. I've got a stopper if you're worried about spades, because 2 hearts is forcing to game. Now you complete your shape, okay? You now bid 3 diamonds. Now 3 diamonds says, partner, now you know everything about my hand. I have 5 clubs, I have 4 hearts, I have 3 diamonds, and I have 1 spade. Now you know there's a slam. So looking at the hand, you now upgrade your whole hand. You have a singleton, partner's got a singleton. You've got no club losers. The only problem you're worrying about is the quality of the diamond suit. We're not sure whether partner's got the ace, king, queen, but think logically, and this is where logic comes into this game. If you're the responder and you're holding the ace, king, queen of clubs, partner can't open 1 club with just the jack of clubs. Partner has told you, I have nothing in spades. So you can take those 10 points in spades and throw them out the window. So where are partner's values to jump shift in a new suit? They've got to be in hearts and diamonds. So now you know where you're going. You have choices. You're either going to bid 6 diamonds or you're going to bid 6 clubs. I don't mind which you do, but you know that you're going to a slam on this hand. And this is how you would bid out your shape. 5, 4, 3, 1. Very important. So when you bid the overcalled suit, the suit they bid, it just says, partner, tell me more. That's all it says. It says, we're going to game, but tell me more. I want to know more about your hand. And then partner will complete the hand and bid 3 diamonds. And now you can go on your merry way, because that becomes a game forcing bid. The minute you bid the overcalled suit, we are going to game. And now you would bid 3 diamonds. This is a very hard hand to bid if that overcall is paid. Just bid 6 diamonds, 5 diamonds, anything you like, whatever you want to do. You can go 4 no trump over 3 diamonds and look for aces.
You want to be playing this hand in clubs and not in diamonds, right? You do want to play this hand with clubs as the trump suit. Clubs is
well,
a much
not necessarily. I might want to play it in diamonds because I want to protect my king of spades. That's my only reason why I might want to play in diamonds.
But if you know you have a spade loser, which you do.
I know I've got a spade loser, but I know I
the
can
king of
handle.
spades is not that relevant compared to the extra 2 trumps. You want to play this hand.
You
in
want to play in
clubs.
the 10 card fit.
You want to play in the 10 card fit rather than the 8 card fit.
I agree.
When your partner
100%.
opens a club and reverses, now you know your partner has 5 clubs,
Absolutely.
which is what makes your hand so powerful, because you know for sure you have all the club tricks. And even if your partner has 5 little clubs or 6 little clubs, you've got clubs and you can rough things. It's like things are
a
good.
10 card fits much better. Much better.
That's all I would. Yes, I agree with everything else. I just wanted to make
Right,
that.
but the cubit is very hard. These people
Yes.
need to learn what is a
No, I
cubit.
agree. I love what you're saying, Linda. I just wanted to make the 1 point about the 10 card fit.
Okay, very good. Very hard hand.
Michelle, I'm just very new to this, and I only get 17 points when I count that hand. So maybe could you just explain to me what the 18th point is? Is it for length or something that I'm not aware of?
I've got 17 high card.
Right?
But what I like, and I've always said, for every 10 attached to an honor, I add a half a point. I've got
Okay.
stuffing, and that's what I love about the hand. I always look at the quality of the suits. That ace, queen, jack 10 is such a dynamite suit. And my jack 10, 9 of clubs, I've got solidity there. I always look at stuffing. I call it stuffing.
Okay.
Good answer. Thank you, Linda.
Thanks
That was,
very much.
all right, Linda, that was amazing. The whole thing was amazing. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for playing in our community game. We really love them. Linda, you did an amazing job. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you for tuning in. We hope you come and play in the community game on Bridge Base Online if you are a new player to Bridge. Check out the description below for more information and subscribe and be updated when we add new lessons.